Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. My name is Riggatony. Today we are going to be going through all of the technique characters. Also, side note, on this tier list there are some really old characters missing, but it doesn't really matter too much because they're obviously old. Realistically, the only characters that actually matter are S and higher, realistically. And then we do have a Brave Battle tier list. If any of these characters you think are Brave Battles, let me know and I will move that around. Almost all of these characters, I've just went through and looked at their kits. I'm like, okay, this is where I assume they would be. Have not played with all of them because not all of them are T20. Unfortunately, wish I could just at least test them out, but not really viable. Also, none of the lists are ordered in order. So, Geen, I'm not saying is better than this Okiora, for example, even though I feel like he is. But either way, this one is not ordered. Realistically, the only one that's ordered, in my opinion, is the SS tier. I think Aaron Yarrow, that's his Twitter profile picture. In my opinion, I think this Ichigo is the best technique character in terms of like regular gameplay. For nuking, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Toshiro. These two are like the best auto farmers. Aizen's a really good safe one if you want to auto with him, and then he's a good nuker in certain guild quests, but that's realistically about it. But we're going to go through the SS kits and then quickly go brief over S tier and then some mentions in A tier. But if you guys have any big suggestions like, hey, you know what, I think this Aizen right here is SS tier, let me know down below. I will take it into consideration. I'll try to change it. I'm open to criticism, but this is the technique tier list, so let's hop right on it. So starting off, we're going to have the renewed Quincy Ichigo. Really broken character, absolutely broken, especially because the fact that he's a premium character is insane. Also insane artwork. So he's a technique, no affiliation character with Hollow Killer and Human Killer. His soul trait is strong attack recharge minus 12%, and then he has weakening and drain on all of his attacks, including his soul bomb. Insane. Also, all of his like SAs are also really good. They feel really nice. I believe his SA1 is the only like gimmicky part, but it comes out really fast. It hits really fast. I really like it. It's not a 3000 link beam, but I think it's still really, really good. For his first set of skills, he has the Team Party Technique attribute character strong attack damage plus 20%, and then he also has technique attribute strong attack recharge minus 20%. So you're going to be getting your strong attack really, really fast. I believe for that one you do have to go through a room though to actually proc that, just like Macy. He does have a Berserker plus 40%. He has Bruiser plus 20%. Debilitator plus 5 seconds. Devastation plus 40%. Frenzy plus 2. Increased status ailment chance against speed attribute enemies, which is a huge plus. Not many characters get that, along with weakening and drain, because then if they don't proc it, then it's like, what's the point of the debuff? But that extra little like status element chance is just absolutely broken. He has Sharpshooter, and then he also has his status ailment spiritual pressure boost plus 80%. Realistically, the only thing this character doesn't have is some sort of bombardment to make his soul bomb hit like an absolute nuke, like for example Power Yamamoto's, but that's not what he's meant for. He's just a really insane ad clear, really good at it. He's just not a guild quest nuker. That's the only thing that I can see as a downfall for him. And then when we go to his innate skills, he does also have another ability where he has damage inflicted at full stamina plus 20%. He also has Havoc and Sprinter plus 2. He's just absolutely insane. But yeah, realistically the only thing missing is bombardment, some sort of bombardment, and then obviously some sort of like ailment resistance, like status immunity or anything. But other than that, probably one of the best characters in the entire game by far. Also, I forgot to mention there are a few characters I will be adding. We'll be adding the Noitora, this guy, the Yukio, and Chojuro after we rank the SS tier characters. Now onto Toshiro. He is a technique, Soul Reaper Captain affiliation with Soul Reaper and Squad Zero Killer. His strong attack recharge time is minus 12% for his soul trait, and he has freeze on all of his skills. I hate that he only has one status ailment. I don't get why they did that, especially since this Ichigo that released like what 2-3 months later, I think it's like 2 months, got 2 killers, and he also got 2 debuffs, right? Yeah, 2 killers as well. the treatment for this man's kit was not the best compared to this guy, just saying. He's still really good, by the way, still really good. So he has a gauge effect for heal 30%. The other part of the effect is strong attack recharge minus 30%. So insane recharge. You're basically going to get your strong attacks back as soon as you proc the gauge. Berserker plus 40%. He has a bombardment plus 1. So that's exactly why I think that he's a better character for nuking in Guild Quest. He has Debilitator plus 5 seconds. Frenzy plus 1. Havoc plus 20%. He also has Marauder. Shared complete status immunity plus 100%. Very, very nice. I love that skill. One of my favorites. And then status ailment spiritual pressure boost plus 80%. So you proc that status ailment. Huge damage. But the one bad thing is he doesn't have anything to increase the chance at proccing a status ailment. That is another big gripe I have with Toshiro, because if you don't proc the status ailment chance, then you're not getting the spiritual pressure boost. So that's why I think he's just a little worse than the Ichigo. But don't worry, because he also has his innate skills, which is full stamina only, increases the strong attack damage plus 40%, and then also a damage inflicted at full stamina plus 20%, and then sprinter plus 2. Really good kit. Really good kit. Really nothing to complain about besides the fact that he can't proc his status ailments as much, considering he only has Frenzy 1 versus the Ichigo that has Frenzy 2, and then he doesn't also have a increased chance to proc status ailment. Alright, and now we're on to Retsu Unahana, the Spirits Are Forever With You version. She is a technique character, a Soul Reaper captain, and she has a Hollow Killer. Now this is from like almost 2 years ago, so that's why it kind of makes sense that she only has one killer. And then she also does have Weakening and Drain on all of her skills, including her Soul Bomb, except for her SA3. It is a charge heal, I believe is what. Yeah, it's just a charge SA3 heal. And then for her skills, she has Berserker plus 20%, Bruiser plus 20%, Damage Inflicted at full stamina plus 20%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Devastation plus 40%, Frenzy plus 2, Havoc plus 20%, Marauder, and Weakened Defense, so she has double Weakening Defense. Really good kit. And then we can go down to her innate skills. So at full stamina, she has reduced strong attack cooldown minus 6%. She has medic, and she also has sprinter plus 1. So she's going to be a very fast character. You can give her sprinter plus 2. Obviously not as fast as White, but sprinter plus 2 is really good. She's just an overall really broken character. The only thing really she's missing, obviously some sort of nuking. Probably a bit more berserker. It would be nice. But other than that, really good unit. And now we're onto Aizen, still the #1 normal attack damage unit, by far, easily the best one in my opinion. I don't really know any other character that's sort of like close to him really that I can think of. But either way, let's hop right into his kit. So he's a Technique Soul Reaper affiliation, and he has a Rancor Killer with a normal attack damage plus 20%, and then he has Weakening on all of his skills except for his SA2, which is a barrier. For his skills, he has Gauge Effect, Strong Attack Recharge, minus 30%. It's weird, but I guess it's to proc his gauge. Okay. Bruiser plus 40%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Enhancer plus 10 seconds, Flurry plus 1, Guard Break plus hit and enemies plus 1, and then Increased Status Ailment Chance against Speed Attribute enemies plus 10%. So you're going to be able to proc those status ailments. You're going to be able to proc that Weakened Defense very easily. He has Multi-Barrier plus 2. He also has Poise and Status Ailment Attack Boost plus 80%. I thought that said SP Boost, and I was about to flip out. I was like, ain't no way. But it is an attack boost. Very broken character. I think in the Limit Breaker quest, I saw Erinero hit for like 200k per like hit. And then when you go down to his Soul Tree for his innate skills, it's not the craziest thing, but it's okay. He has a 100% chance to hit dodging enemies of any affiliation, which honestly is really nice. And then Fire Duration minus 100% and Sprinter plus 1. Yeah, not much to say about Aizen. Like, he's a nag character. He's gonna have insane stats because you give him literally double chappies. Wish they made them a bit more interesting, but still, he's absolutely insane. He's a really good side in Guild Quest. He's a really good autoer. He's realistically good in like everything besides like a main DPS in, you know, Guild Quest. Alright, and then the final SS tier character, in my opinion, I don't really think there's anyone better that I can really think of. We have the Artbook Ichigo, which is the 6th anniversary Ichigo. In my opinion, I think it's a 6th anniversary character. Fight me on it. He's a Technique Soul Reaper Hollow affiliation with Soul Reaper no affiliation killer. His soul trait is Strong Attack Recharge Time minus 14%, and then he has weakening on all of his skills, including his Soul Bomb. He has Berserker plus 60%, Bombardment plus 1, Bruiser plus 20%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Frenzy plus 1, Havoc plus 20%, Marauder, and Poise. And then he has All Status Immunity, Long Stride, and Sprinter plus 2. Realistically, his innate skills are all just quality of life things that just make him so much fun to play. All that he's really missing is just probably like a bit more DPS. Like maybe a better Frenzy, maybe an increased chance of proc status element, not really sure. He just needs some sort of extra DPS on his strong attacks, maybe something to increase his full stamina damage. So maybe when he resurrects in 4 years, maybe we'll get that. Alright, so let me just quickly go over the Noitora, Yukio, and Chojuro real quick. Hopefully I have this in a timely manner. But basically, Noitora is a very mediocre end-of-month character. I believe he was released at the end of May, which honestly is kind of good considering I don't really want a broken end-of-month character right before swimsuits and then also anniversary. But he's a team party. Okay, actually, he's a Technique Arrancar Espada affiliation. He has a Arrancar Killer with damage taken minus 20%. He has weakening in all of his abilities. And then he has Team Party Technique attribute Arrancar normal attack damage plus 20%. Berserker plus 60%, Bruiser plus 50%, damage to weakening enemies plus 40%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Flurry plus 1, Killer effect plus 30% in plus 50% in Guild Quest, Long Range plus 20%, and a ranged damage plus 10% and plus 30% in Guild Quest. Okay, so I was reading his first abilities and I was like, that sounds actually pretty good. Where does he fall off again? And okay, so he's basically just a Guild Quest character. I'd probably just put him in A. I don't think he's a bad character. I just think that he's a very mediocre end-of-month character, unfortunately. And it looks like he's basically just kind of like a side character for Guild Quest, if I had to assume. I actually don't have this Noitora, so I actually... Or maybe I haven't worked on him if I have him, but I just have never actually used him. No real input on him, unfortunately. Now into the Yukio, I actually did end up using him, and he's a really, really good side character for the current Guild Quest that we have out, which I believe it is the Arrancar Espada Ranged Week. I sub-1'd with this team that I should have up on the screen right now. So if you guys are interested, this is my Guild Quest team. Thank you to Zara who gave me the team. But he is a Technique Human affiliation with Espada Killer, normal attack damage plus 20%. Has no status limits, but he has a booster SA2, but it's an enhancer. It looks like it's just like a heal or something. No, it is an actual booster. Never mind, I'm looking at his skills. It is a booster. So his skills is Berserker plus 60%, Booster plus 30%, Bruiser plus 40%, Enhancer plus 10 seconds. So it's going to be a really long boost. Very, very nice. Flurry plus 1, Killer Effect plus 30%, and plus 50% in Guild Quest. He has Poise, range damage plus 10%, but plus 30 in Guild Quest, and then Strong Attack Recharge Time minus 12%. And then for his innate skills, he has Guard Break, Sprinter plus 1, and Weaken Duration minus 100%. I'm probably, like, if you rank him mainly off of Guild Quest, I think he's probably an S tier character, to be honest. He's really, really good. He's probably the best side for it, besides, like, the Dordoni, I believe. I think. Maybe it's just for this certain week because of the boss's affiliation, like this technique or whatever, but either way. Still a really, really solid character in my opinion. The booster is just such a valuable skill. I don't think you can really hate on it. And he's not bad. Alright, and now we're onto the final character, and it is Chojuro. So he's a Technique Soul Reaper affiliation with Quincy Killer. And then unfortunately, I really don't like this, but he has a speed droplet drop plus 30%. I think that's a useless link. It's especially for a newer character, 1,000-year Blood War premium character, really lackluster in my opinion. He has paralysis on all of his abilities, including his Soul Bomb. And then for his skills, he has Team Party Technique attribute character special move damage plus 30%, which is honestly probably the best thing about him, because now you can use him as like a really gimmicky side character and make your character like maybe Toshiro or maybe Artbook Ichigo nuke. Maybe that's what you want to do. I'm not too sure. And then he has damage to paralyzed enemies plus 40%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Devastation plus 60%. He has Frenzy plus 2, increased status and chance against speed attribute enemies plus 10%, and then droplets plus 10, like actually like 10 droplets. Speed link slot potions plus 5, and then Strong Attack Recharge minus 12%. I think they should have removed the speed droplets and given him IT pots. And I think it would have been fine. And then maybe a better strong attack kit, but at least you'd be able to farm IT pots. I still think he's an S tier character, but I still think these two are probably better. And probably, maybe even Grimmjow. But I need to double check exactly if all three of these even drop IT and regular pots. So that's what we'll be going over right now. So in my opinion, I don't think... I'm not putting him in S tier no matter what. But I think S tier is a fairly good spot for him. He has a really good set of skills. It's just that his actual attack skills aren't that great. His moveset. Alright, now we're on Geen, and I'm just going to quickly run through what he drops. All of his skills are really, really good. I think he has the best strong attack kit in the game, right next to Aizen, except he has poison instead of weakened defense. But he also does end up dropping link slot potions and IT pots and coins, I guess, whatever. Kind of dumb, to be honest. Droplets would have been way better. But if you're farming gold, he is the best character for it. So I think he's probably the best farmer. Let's go to Uryu real quick. So Uryu is meant for literally farming IT 1,000,000% because he does end up having damage inflicted at full stamina plus 20%, frenzy plus 1, pierce, iron skin, and guard break, and then he also drops droplets, link slot potions, and super link slot potions. Really, really good character. He's just really good. I think we do need a better tech character. I think it's still the most lacking one in terms of we don't have a Rangiku, we don't have a Tensa for power, we don't have a Neliel for IT or a Raruka for IZ potions, and then mind we have Balgo, which I think is solid enough. All right, and then the final potion unit that I'm gonna go really somewhat into depth is the Grimmjow, which has super link slot potions and regular link slot potions. So so I do think that Grimmjow is better because it's just more value than just farming droplets with Chojuro. And that's really all I'm going to go over. He has Frenzy plus 2, Havoc, really good strong attack kit. I really like him, especially if you have a full lobby of Grimmjows, and as he has weakening all of his kits, all of his strong attacks. Really, really good character. But let's briefly just go over these characters. Bird Dude, he is a Guild Quest character. Kaname is a really good normal attack damage character. I really like him in Guild Quest. Rukia is just a solid DPS overall. Let me bring her up actually just to refresh myself on. Alright, so I went back to the Rukia and checked her skills. Yeah, I think I'm going to put her in A. I don't know what I was looking at, but I saw a much better Rukia. Maybe I was on drugs. I don't know. Alright, so the Holly Bell is a really good unit overall, to be honest. She has a boot. She has an enhancer skill. She has Berserker plus 40, Bruiser plus 40%, Devastation plus 60%, Freeze Duration minus 100%, Frenzy plus 1, Havoc plus 20%, and Sprinter plus 1. Nothing terrible. I think she has a really solid kit. And that's really all you can really ask for in a character. I think she's a really good character. If you want to put her into Air tier, cool. I think she's an S tier character. Moving on. Next up we have Geo. He just looks like he's a really good Guild Quest character for the human week, the human melee week, so really, really solid. Probably a really good side character. I feel like I've used him before, but I can't remember if I've actually used him or I already replaced him, but I remember using him. Really good NAD character. He has normal attack damage link plus 30%, Berserker plus 50%, Bruiser plus 60, Flurry and follow-up, melee damage plus 30% in Guild Quest, Poise, Sprinter plus 2, and Start Barrier. Plus guard break, long stride, and poison duration minus 100%. Next up we have Neliel. She is a technique, a Rankar killer, and a Rankar affiliation, and just a really good side character for a Rankar melee week. She has plus 30% in Guild Quest. She has Flurry. She has Bruiser plus 50, Berserker plus 60, technique, a Rankar normal attack damage plus 20%. And then for the final one, we are going to have Roka, and then the rest are just up to you. It's just too many characters. These videos are just too long at this point. We have Roka. Really good kit overall. She has a Berserker plus 40%, weakening in all of her skills, by the way, including her Soul Bomb. I believe that's a revived Soul Bomb. She has Bruiser plus 20%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Devastation plus 40, Frenzy plus 1, Havoc plus 20, Shared Complete Status Immunity plus 100, Sharpshooter, Sprinter plus 2, and the Status Spirit Element Spiritual Pressure Boost plus 80%. She has a really good kit. I think that her strong attacks are where she falls off, unfortunately. Also, I swear she was a pot farmer, but I guess I'm insane. I've just been watching too much Cowman. She also has full stamina, only increased strong attack damage plus 40%, team party recovers 20% stamina, and long stride. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be it. This is the PvP tier list, by the way. Kind of ranked. I feel like he's realistically the best one out of these. And I've only used him a few times. He's okay. He's only 1.5. And then I've never used these three. I just got him. But either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below. What would you move the most? Would you move this? what is her name? Really hot lady. Her up to like S tier or something. Let me know down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Take care and hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Also, this Momo link is here. Just if it was going over just the link, she'd be SS tier because, you know, link slot farmer. But yeah, that's about it. She just isn't that good of a character.